Those were Twin Flames and Union.
Pay attention while I get this.
Brittany Murphy and Travis the Skater Boy.
Skater Boy.
That was Twin Flame recognition. Basically, two people recognizing they the same person. And Brittany Murphy and Travis the Skater Boy was definitely the same motherfucking person. That's Twin Flame recognition. Now, Twin Flame separation. Twin Flame reunion. That goes to Stacey Dash and Donald Faison. Because, you know what I'm saying, the whole movie, they was separating, reuniting. You know what I'm saying? So, just got to roll for Sharon and Josh, unionites. You got D and Faison, Donald Faison, you know what I'm saying? That's like the reunion section. And then we got like Brittany Murphy and Travis the Skater Boy with the recognition section. So, yeah, show the knees and toes grab real quick, and then we're going to get started. So,
you see what I said. Check out Last Moses if you ain't, you know what I mean? The Twin Flames, what's the divine message for all Twin Flames? But that's basically Twin Flames and reunion recognition. Every time I put that down as a title, I don't know if I don't get no clicks on that. I ain't really about the clicks. It's just a message. I need my shit out. So, share if you can. You know what I mean? If you can, because, you know, I know I'll be ignorant sometimes and shit, but top cloak and camouflage my channel and keep it right in the pocket. Gotta have that ignorant shit here. Not cooning. You don't coon here, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like keeping it real on a whole other level. So this will be Divine Masculines current demo. I'm gonna do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and I'm gonna start. Please check out the last message if you ain't checked this out, okay? Drop hella jewels. It was an hour and like 30 minutes. Last rip. I'm gonna keep this kind of brisk. But please check out the last message before you check this out. Alright. This is for the Divine Masculine though. His energies, demos, situations. Once again, this is just a general reading. Alright. If you resonate, cool. If you don't, that's cool. But the good thing about my readings, even if you don't resonate, you still gonna get some jewels dropped on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna drop some jewels. Pick them up. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant while I finish the rest of this. Head, that's swords. That's your thoughts. That's your decisions. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions you're making. Everything starts from the mind. Cups or hearts. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are indicators on where the hell you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. We ain't half-assing out here. You'd rather give a strong no. Strong no. Strong no. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a weak-ass yes to a motherfucker. We ain't half-ass doing shit. We don't think we doing shit out here. We gotta know. Right? So, if you don't feel right, go back to your head. You don't think you're making the right decision, go back to your head. Ain't nothing wrong with resetting. Right? Head, shoulders, cups. Feelings and emotions. Who rules the head and shoulders department? The Divine Feminine. Who's out here? And you can tell. What are wands? Things you're doing, things you've done. Not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Right? What you done, got karma and accountability attached to it. What you doing, got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. It's not no thing attached to the future. Yeah, what the fuck you're doing now can affect the future, but that's something, what you're doing, right? But fuck what somebody finna do. Look off what they're doing and like they're doing and what they've done, right? Wands is also the current, the now. You can only do things in the now. Because when you die, you ain't doing anything. Alright? Look at this body. It's a walking, talking power plant. But Queen of Wands, you're the queen of actions and behavior. Which means it's your job to be about it and ride out here. Doing shit, not just for the kingdom of God, but for your personal kingdom too. You're a queen. That means you have a king, right? Yeah. It's what you do that makes you great. It's what you're doing that makes you great. It's what you've done that makes you great. Not what you finna do. We'll get to the things in just a second. But I'm really trying to stress the importance of the wands, of the now, of the ink. You can only do shit in the current. As soon as you're gone, you ain't in the current no more. You're probably in the future. You're probably 50 trillion light years away, probably on another planet doing some other shit. But look, at the end of the day, while we got time to be doing things, do shit. Rest, sleeping, you sleeping. And then you're waking up. You still in the now. It ain't like he slept and ain't wake up no more. You know what I mean? So I'm ain't gonna make it tomorrow. I'm ain't gonna make it tonight. That's me, you, anyone out here. Death is prevalent out this bitch. But what you gotta understand is why we here. We have a purpose. From you, that bum on the street who you think probably ain't got no path and purpose or whatever. What the fuck? The what he wasn't. They probably own some shit. More than you. They probably got more paper than you. You can't judge books by the covers, and we're all divine, which means we're like superheroes, man. We all have special powers and abilities, man. It's like the drunken master. You're all special. It's like the drunken master. He's a fucking drunk, man. He stinks. You know what I'm saying? He's just the fuck, man. Maybe he needs to stop drinking. That's the drunken master. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Maybe he needs to clean himself. Like, he's him, all right? And he can kick the fuck out of some ass. That's the reason why he's part of the revolution. Oh my God, we are all super people. It's like the Avengers, man. We can't let egos get in the way of shit. Look at everybody as superheroes, because when you do that, a lot of shit makes sense. Especially people with special needs and special abilities and shit. I'm going all off ranting and shit, but everybody doing something. Don't judge books by their cover. Don't judge. I'm telling you. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, it look like they got nothing. It look like they ain't on shit. It looks like they're just a fucking bum. It looks like they're just retarded or some shit like that, man. But in reality, they do more or doing something for people, and like you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? The divines. There is no standard on what the fuck a divine is. There's no look on what a divine is. Just show actions and behavior that make you great. It's real thick, licious, big babies, big chicks out here. You know what I'm saying? They ain't unhealthy, nigga. You know? Well, how she's obese? She's fat. Like, no. Your grandma probably big, ain't she? Okay then. You know what I'm saying? And she probably out here doing shit too. You feel me? Like on a way better level than your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? The wines, y'all age like fine wine, and y'all are who y'all are. And it's the things y'all do that make y'all great, and can't nobody take that away from you. They can take all your pinnacles. The vines I'm talking to. And I'm talking to you, Divine Master, and I'm painting a very good picture for you. You are divine. It ain't just your feminine I'm talking about. It ain't just them I'm talking about, bro. You a superhero. And you're the king of wands. Which means when it comes to actions and behavior, when it comes to being alive and staying in the now, it's your job. What's the last shit I'm going to continue? Look at a chess game. How does a queen move in a chess game? All over the motherfucking place, right? Yo, feminine, how she be? All over the motherfucking place, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like she's like a superhero. You know? It's just the way she moves. You wish you could move the way she moves. But unfortunately, you the king. And how does a king move in a chess game? All right, queen gets took. What happens? Game still keeps going. King gets took. What? Game over. Masculine has one up on the feminine. And what that is, masculine, the fact that you alive and know your divine feminine and have what you have with your divine feminine is turning your divine feminine from like a regular person to a superhero. You turn your divine feminine to a superhero. And in return, she turned you into a motherfucking superhero. You ain't a regular nigga, you a super nigga. You know what I'm saying? And your feminine, like you spark your feminine brain. I'm a divine feminine myself. Master, this is what you do to your divine feminine. You don't even recognize. You don't even know. You changed every aspect of this woman, of this guy. You know how we rock. You changed your feminine's life in ways you will never understand. Just her knowing you, just her being in your fucking presence, right? And you don't think too highly of yourself. You don't think you shit. She thinks you're the shit biscuits. You know what I'm saying? You don't think too highly of yourself. So you don't, everything I'm saying is foreign to you, but I'm going to make it make sense. Your divine feminine was just dilly-dallying all life, just had a whole life going on. But I'm telling you, when your feminine seen you, you sparked something in her See, you didn't bring this twin flame shit together. You did just being alive, present, and then the ing to get this shit popping. You see so feminine. She seen you. She know what it is, or think she know. She literally went down a rabbit hole, just locking eyes with you. Just being around your energy, you literally you're like a sun, and you basically burnt the shit out your feminine, destroyed her, and made her a new person. The shit you do subconsciously, because you consciously don't know what the fuck you're doing. You just existing. You just surviving in this twin flame game. What's the job of a king on the chessboard? To survive. Meanwhile, feminine all over the place, doing everything she gotta do for the kingdom. It's good every now and then, you know what I mean? When masculine, you can position yourself to a place where your feminine can, she's always on the move, at least she can, have some time to hang with you before she gotta go out here. The feminine is a lot for the kingdom. Yes, it's your job to survive. But what you gotta recognize is why you're the king and your fucking value. Your fucking value. And that's just a big ass picture I'm painting. You have value. And you don't just transform your divine feminine like this. You've done it with other women, other feminines, other men. You are a bright beam of light that changes people. You have influence, whether you realize that or not. It's a reason your divine counterpart met you, got transformed by you for her to be great, to make you great. You've been great. You are great. But you think you're just good. Like I said, you need to get on the greatness vibe that you are. Because once you recognize who you are, it's like Neo in the Matrix. He was just going around thinking he was just Mr. Anderson. He's nobody important. He's just like everybody else. Until he finally realized he was the one. People was telling him he was the one. The feminine always telling you you're the one. She's Trinity. But you didn't buy into it until it got to a point where you had to nut up, man up, and get on business, which we'll get to in just a second. So Wands is the now. Appreciate the now because that's all we have. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel it, hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles are temporary. All pentacles have expiration dates. Everything has expiration date. I'm a walking, talking pentacle. I have an expiration date. This world, third dimension, 3D, the world, temporary space and time that will expire. This shit is a pentacle and has an expiration date. It ain't just pentacles. It's pinnacles. That's your era. That's your place in time. It's like 70s. That's a pinnacle. 80s. That's a pinnacle. 90s. That's a pinnacle. Your term. The length of your contract and what you have to provide and shit like that. Like everything has a limit. You're only president for a certain term. You're only running a company for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? Like things, pinnacles, they come and go. You know what I mean? They can be replaced. They can be substituted. They can be stolen. They can be taken. They can be removed. But they can also be added. They can also acquire or attain more or less. Right? Pinnacles are good. But it's not what you have, pinnacles, that make you great. It's what you're doing with your pinnacles or doing with yourself and just doing in general that makes you the most divine person amongst karmics. Last thing I'm going to get started with this message. Masculine, you need to start looking at yourself as a bright beam of light amongst darkness. You are a bright beam of light amongst darkness. You live in the country, you stay in the woods, you're the equivalent of your back porch light. You need it so you can see the raccoons and the deer and the, you know what I mean, all that, just so you don't get hurt. The bears, because it's a lot out there. And you got the straps and the guns to protect yourself, but you still need to see in case, something out there that you don't recognize that you need to be ready for. It's the back porch light of a country ass house. The light works. You gotta take your trash out, you gotta do certain shit at night. It helps having the light. But at the same time, this light attracts things. Same shit you need light to see and look out for is the same shit that's gonna be attracted by the light. You understand what I'm saying? It's a light in the darkness. First, it's gonna attract the vermin, the cicadas, the mosquitoes, the mayflies, the moths. The light is going to be littered with the base bullshit, is what I like to call the little gutter bullshit in life. Right? Your light we're talking about. There comes small. They're looking for food, they're foraging for shit. It's light there. They can at least see what's over here. They're not. Some are nocturnal animals, some are not. They're so hungry, they're just going through your back porch and you're trash trying to see what's popping. Those are the raccoons, those are like the rats, those are like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the small creatures. Then you got the big creatures who are attracted by the small creatures. This light brings small creatures to the light, which also brings the big creatures to the light. It was just what was that, herbivores. It was just attracting herbivores, now it's attracting carnivores. And they're hungry too. Like I said, it's like, aside from animals, I told you, human beings are the monsters. It attracts people too. Bad people. You know, imagine that. Your back porch light attract a person at 3 a.m. in the back of your crib. It ain't no man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, light attracts things. And so, like I said, you got to keep in mind you're a beam of light. And if you don't see yourself as a beam of light, then you're going to be tripping or questioning why all this crazy shit is around you. Or these people who ain't really for your best interest around you. The shit that you're attracting is not good for you and shit like that. You know? You're light. Okay? You're going to attract bullshit. But that light is also going to be a lighthouse. You know what I'm saying? To guide and lead the way for other people who's searching through the darkness like you're doing. Let's get with it. First kindness message. Subconsciously, things you don't see, things you aren't aware of. This is energy you either coming out of or coming into. This is enterprise. I'm just going to keep it straight like that. It's my pay the bell card, but I ain't got time to go into the pay the bell definition of it. But this is the definition is also enterprise. Enterprise. It's something you need to kind of give to the world. It's something you got going on that you can definitely use to capitalize. You know, maybe this is a former enterprise that you had, and you're thinking about picking it back up, or at least evolving it into something else. Or since you did it in the past, it can work today. Feel me? Enterprise. It's good to enterprise. As long as you keep guiding everything you do, keep your integrity up to par, and stay divine at all times, anything you choose to enterprise on is going to work. That's what you don't know. You know you a hustler. You know you about $1. You know you can get that. You know you got it. You know what I mean? That's not a question. That's the 6 of Cups. You know, being all that. You know you all that. 7 of Cups, what you have in your direct message in regards to the feminine energies. 7 of Cups is being all that in a bag of chips. And you obviously know you all that in a bag of chips. We'll sit that down and get to that later. But it's a process. It goes from knowing you the shit to knowing you the shit with something. To taking this bag of chipsness, you know, you gotta be all that in a bag of chips. Being all that in a bag of chips differentiates you from everybody. Because 6 of Cups, in reality, we all that. We all got the sauce. Sauce card, I said it in the last message. What that was and what that's about. We all got influence. We all got a gift. We all got something to give to the table of life, right? But like I said, you gotta cultivate that. You gotta get that shit together and enterprise that. Enterprise is something that's helping other people, but it's also helping you. Entrepreneurship. Let's say it could be a program, it could be a product, it could be a service, it could be a channel, it could be a work of art, piece of art, music, writing, TV, television, anything. You're an actor, whatever the fuck. You're a dancer, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Something you can do to help other people, but also help yourself and develop you into being the best person you can be. Because once you keep guiding everything you do, keep your integrity up the par, be a person people can trust, and be divine at all times, you won't lose. Now I'm asking this. Think about the last time you had your enterprise. Did you keep God in what you was doing? Was God anywhere in what you was doing? Your integrity. Were you a person you can trust? Could you trust yourself back then? With money, with shit, with things, with people. Who were you back then when you were enterprising? It didn't work. It's a lot of reasons why it didn't work. It wasn't because it didn't work or the market was down or whatever the fuck. It's a lot of shit you had going on. Plus, if it was in another pinnacle, another era. My OG, she had a hair salon. First business she had was a hair salon. She called it MBS Styling Studio. It was my first job. You know what I'm saying? Sweep hair and shit and like babysit day kids. I was a very mature young man at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So I was like in charge of the kids. They was my age, but I'm telling them what the fuck to do. Hey, come back here. I got the Sega over here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just play that shit. I'm finna work. If you need anything, just holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I had my little rat tail and shit. You know what I'm saying? But she was draping. That bitch was like out here. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bees on that bitch and shit. Like, got the Elvis curl. Like, nigga. And my mother was a fucking hairstylist. Nigga, I kept my shit flicking. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is the 90s, early 90s and shit. And it wasn't just a hair salon, it was a barber shop. It was like, she sold accessories and shit. Like, I'll be telling her all the time. She's a minister now. She's preaching. Yeah, they're gonna be a bishop in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, hey, mom, you should start that shit back. She got carpal tunnel, so she can't do hair no more. And when she couldn't do hair no more, that's when she left that shit alone. But it was the location she had. She was in downtown at the city she was at. Like, it was just, everything about that place was perfect. And she put on. Motherfuckers that worked there went off to build their own shit. The motherfuckers that's got shit now, my mom was the one that put them on. Even with my uncle. First nigga to have a studio. I'm gonna tell you my uncle is. Let's play this. Remember, uncle's that dude. Anyway, studio. He was the first person with a studio, with equipment, doing music, with his own label, doing shit. That's what got me to rapping, my uncle and shit. And everybody who was his engineers and his producers and shit, they all went on to be, you know, motherfuckers got shit popping now. Unc was the motherfucker that put them on. I put motherfuckers on. It's in the bloodline. Every motherfucker in my family, it's like we superheroes, man. We all got our own shit. Because this is divine. But everybody ain't divine, and it's only a few beams of light in the family, and you one of them. The difference between then and now with Enterprise, it didn't work because you was a different person back then. You were a more evolved person. You met your divine feminine. She didn't just transform, you transformed. Look at who the fuck you was before you met your divine feminine, and look at the motherfucker you are right now. Look at pictures. Pull out pictures. Look at the difference. It's a whole difference. How you look is different. Your smile is different. It's probably brighter and bigger and shit like that. Look at your skin. Look at your clothing. Look how you present yourself. You're different. It's a big, you can literally see the difference. And it ain't just a physical difference. It's your family, your friends, everybody. Listen, this shit has changed your life. You're not even recognizing this shit. And you could be enterprising off this too. Like your divine feminine is if she's in the pocket of doing that, like myself, another, you know, psychic style. All in all, masculine, you've been kicking this enterprise in your head to relaunch it or redo it. Just do it. Because you directly, energy you coming into, player, you got Ascension. Ace of Swords, that's Ascension. That's going up. What's up, guys? What's up? Use me as an example. LLE.Ascension is the movement, is the brand, is what the fuck my life has been the past couple years. In case my divine masculine is just him checking this Ascension shit out. All right, let me see. Let me come over here and see what's popping. Like, all right, what you got going on? What is this? You know what I'm saying? What is the Ascension process is going up? What is up? Guys, what's up? Ace of Swords. That's, like I say, strength, power, authority, dominion, courage, valor, anything you need to succeed, survive, and thrive in life. But all these things that you're looking for or seeking or trying to send to get to was already provided and planted here for you before you even got here. God always had a plan for you. That's how cold God is. He already had what you need before you got here. The people that you were going to meet before you got here. It's the reason you mess with the divine feminine. It's the reason why you had an enterprise in the past and want some shit now. Like, how did I miss this overall energy? That's crazy. Truth. Queen of Wands is the bottom line. This is the most important card of your message, is the divine feminine. But overall, this is fairly important. I gotta rewind. We got the Seven of Swords. I don't know how the fuck I missed this. Seven of Swords. This is truth. This is darkness, clouding light, but then light overpowering the dark. This is illumination. I told you, you will beam a light. Truth is, you're a beam of light and you attract certain things. But by you being a beam of light, you do have a purpose. You know what I mean? You are a light for your divine feminine, a spark. Had this light not been on, had you not, truth is, if you were who the fuck you were, your feminine wouldn't even be who the fuck she is. But it's also vice versa. Because if she wasn't who she was to you, you wouldn't be who the fuck you are right now. It's a change. It has a lot to do with illumination. You know what I mean? Like, Seven Swords is cats coming out of bags. Secrets revealing themselves. Truth just setting in. And what does truth do? It sets you the fuck free. It's the equivalent of results. You got the results. All right. This is what it is. From this point on, with these results, I need to move a certain way. Whether this is your cholesterol, ALC levels, or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Positive result for a certain disease and shit, you know what I mean? Or just the fact that, hey, truth. It's something you register. Truth is shit you register. You break up with somebody. That's the truth. I don't want to be with you no more. I can't do this. That's the truth. They're looking at you like, we gonna be still together. What the fuck you mean? This is not happening. It's like they don't want to accept the truth. It's mental. You literally tell a person you don't want to be with them, and they're not even paying attention to what you're saying. They're not even trying to register what the fuck was just said. That's crazy. That's mental. You know what I mean? The truth sets you free. But you gotta understand, even though truth sets you free, it's a lot of people who don't want to accept the truth. Thus their mental. Thus it's karmic. Thus it goes into a very dark place. But truth is more important than anything here. And the truth is, you know what it is when it comes to the otherwise feminine. And this is all I'm going to say. What I see here directly with you is you need strength, you need power, you need courage, you need some fucking support, passion, or something you looking for spiritually to kind of prepare yourself to deal with your divine feminine, which is good shit. But let's continue. Why? Why is it so spiritual now? Like, why are you looking at this funny shit on a spiritual level? And why are you trying to ascend all of a sudden? Ascending is just being self-aware. It's just getting woke. Not getting woke is just being self-aware. All self-aware is just knowing your place in the world, who you are, and how things are. Knowing what world you actually live in, who run the world, and how this shit is ran, and key players in it. There's a few truths. All attention is you knowing a few truths. You know? And the higher you go up, the more alone you're going to be on this spiritual journey because people are going to think you're crazy because you know truths that they can't even comprehend. You understand and register to you. This truth ain't going to register to the common folk, to the karmics. Thus, yes, it's going to alienate you going on this motherfucking path. A path the feminine been alienated on for some time now, but now it's time for you to get on. But what's bringing you to the path is this devil energy. And the devil card ain't came out in a while. I could say it's probably been 2 months, I would say, since this card popped out. Devil card, it's, wow, I picked it out in a minute. Give me 1 second. Devil card is being chained to someone, or someone being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. Codependency. This is addictions, overindulging, doing things in excess. Regressing, which is basically going backwards, doing shit you said you weren't going to do no more. The equivalence of a relapse. This is just negative ass, toxic ass behavior. You hating, jealousy, envy, something like that. Only good part about this card is what I like to call freaked out. Like, you know that disco song, freaked out. This is like, it's like when that song comes on, it's just get the bopping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a G and shit, but that shit come on out. Bop it, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that shit plays no matter who the fuck you is. Gangster, thug, whatever the fuck, that shit come out of you. Man, it's just the feeling that those songs give you. It's like freedom. It's like letting your fucking hair down. Or what I like to call Sandy and Grease. Right? Only good thing about this shit is, like I said, just get freaked out, turned out in a good way. Not like jail turned out. You know what I mean? Predator turned out. I mean, turned out like smoke weed for the first time. Ain't nothing wrong with no bud. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't liquor, dog. It ain't none of these pills and shit like that. Like, we never had you doing a lot of shit that these other so-called drugs and gateways that have you doing and shit, right? It's like smoking weed for the first time. Whether for medical reasons or just social. Social smoke, yeah. It's like you 21 years old, having your first beer. Like having sex for the first time. You was a virgin this whole time. Now, you ain't going to the devil's side. You ain't finna be fast. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you going to the other side. It ain't like you, I don't know, other than hell, devil, hell, you know, all that. Because you finally want to give it up. No, this is natural. That's what the fuck. And you waited. It makes you a good girl. You ain't acting bad or fast. You just living life, nigga. It's that energy. The only good thing about the devil card is just, you know, doing shit you normally wouldn't do. Trying shit you normally wouldn't try. It's the equivalent of, I guess, not homosexuality. That's 10 of cups in my deck, if I can represent it by any way. This is more like freaky shit. You a couple y'all, I don't know, in church some shit, I don't know. Y'all doing role play. Y'all buying sexy shit. Y'all buying toys and shit like that. This is the equivalent of buying Bluetooth or fucking Viagra or some shit like that. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just spicing shit up, trying something new, something that's going. And this deals with the feminine, and this is subconsciously. It's just trying some new shit. When it comes to your divine feminine, you finally kind of want to go to a place you never went with your feminine. Maybe a place your feminine went with you, but you was kind of like hesitant or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's just something nice. So you guys good or bad? If it's good, just like I say, he's trying to get courage. He's trying to get strength. It's like that's just trying to muster up some shit to do with you. Sandy in Greece. Sandy was a good girl. Till at the end of the movie, it's like she got the red hair, the red lipstick, the black leather, the heels. She's smoking now. She don't even smoke. She's smoking now. Just different. Like a black woman, blonde, dyed hair woman. Just something different. She's already black. She's gonna stand out being black. But black with blonde hair, ooh, see, that's a you definitely gonna see her. She definitely in the house. Standing out. Just making yourself known. Like, all right, I tried a good girl shit with you. You want to be this bad boy biker dude? All right, bet. Let me do what you like real quick. Do what you like real quick. And it's like getting on. It's a level you're feminine on. You just want to get on that. And moving on. Still in feminine energy. By doing that, it's kind of going to get your swag to another level. This is being all that in a bag of chips. You knew you were all that, but it's like after you bust this move with your divine feminine, you're going to see that your bag of chipsness. So I got to put it like this too. It's like I said with the pictures. Masson, look at who you were before you met your divine feminine to who the fuck you are right now. It's a big difference. Huge change, huge evolution. You are a 360, completely different person who you were to who the fuck you are right now. And you taking your brand new self, like you all that in a bag of chips now. You were the shit, but now you like starting to see that you kind of are the shit biscuits. Like you used to think you the shit, but now you know you the shit. Like truth comes out. You thought you was like not worthy, but you see you are worthy. You thought you was like a 8 or a 7, but you see you a 10. Like you're starting to see your worth, like who you really are, what you can really do for folk, how far your influence goes, how deep your love goes for certain shit. Like, you know, you learn so much new shit about you, and you see yourself kind of headed in a direction, and that's the truth. It's just a fucking direction you've been wanting to go, that you ready to go now. Because moving on when it comes to yourself, subconsciously, indirectly, you know, and you move subconsciously through this twin flame shit. So subconsciously, you got the devil energy, that said he agrees shit. Subconsciously, you got enterprise. Subconsciously, you got the King of Pentacles. And going to the future, subconsciously, you got the Two of Cups. And these are all red cards. So this is a warning. This is some shit that's very important. King of Pentacles is the master manifester. This is making some shit happen and knowing how to make it happen and making it happen. This is making things happen and knowing you know how to make things happen and making things happen. Anything you want to manifest, you can manifest. That's part of your gift. And you do this shit subconsciously. All you got to do consciously in regards to yourself is focus on how to manifest shit perfectly or shit, like I say, just right. This is just the energy of a person trying to create a new recipe, a new sauce. A chemist trying to create a new drug. You trying to find a new way to invent the wheel or the shoe or the fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got a vision, you see how you can kind of make shit a certain way and you want to make it. It's not control. It's just a manifestation. Hey, I think I can make this happen. Let me see if I can do this shit. Hey, I think I can probably pull this shit off with my divine feminine. Let me see if I can do this shit. It's some good shit, whatever the fuck it is. Or some other shit. It's some good shit or some other shit. Not bad. Not ugly. It's either good or some other shit. You know what I mean? So it's something you try to pop off and you really just trying to focus on how to do that consciously. You're like literally sitting down constantly trying to figure out how the fuck you're going to bust a move. From the past two readings, you've been getting the Nine of Pentacles in regards to like yourself and the feminine also. So it's like you planning something. You're definitely trying to make a move. You definitely trying to make a move. And this move subconsciously has a lot to do with you going to the future with the Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. It's two people getting to know each other. Two people swirling each other. Two people who really evolving around each other. It's like binary stars. One can't be without the other. If one star gets disrupted, say another outside thing comes, it's going to knock one of these out of orbit to where this one's still going to spin here, but this one is going to be rolled and lost forever. You know what I mean? You tight until you not. It's like I say, two people doing something. Whether they're on a date, whether they're chilling, it's like Jason Voorhees. He seems to fuck with couples. Every little killer got their thing. Jason seems to fuck with people who fucking. I don't know what his complex is. It seems like every Friday the 13th movie, every time some motherfuckers trying to get some pussy or trying to fuck something, it's like he right there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fuck they shit up. That nigga's a killer cock blocker. Straight up. That's what he is. That boy's a killer cock blocker. It's like, with my boo, you know what I'm saying? Like high school, back in the day, we at the pavilion. Or we outside where the bitches at the park type shit, getting it into that bitch. It's like, Jason? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we out. Like, you know, this is crazy shit. Jason. Like, you know, it's like every time you go to fuck somewhere, here comes Jason. Trying to cock block the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's some type of Jason. That's been cock blocking the shit you trying to do with your divine feminine. And it's something you trying to do. But it's like every time you try to do it, you can't. Why? What is that? Bottom line, outside conflict. Shit that has nothing to do with you, but seems to swarm your energy when it comes to you to accompany your divine feminine. This is family, what family has to say, what your close friends have to say. It's outside, still at the end of the day. Like I say, it's outside force that keeps you two from clicking. And it's his family or a friend or it's people you necessarily don't give a fuck about their opinion, but you do care what they think. Say this shit one more time. This outside shit, all the shit people have to say, it's like you really don't give a fuck about their opinion, especially towards you. But at the same time, you do care enough what they think, enough to like they're talking about it. You know what I mean? Like they're it's explain this shit, yo. It's just it's a cock blocker. It's a Jason. Jason, you know what I'm saying? So you need to fight Jason, kill Jason, get rid of Jason, or something. Because like I say, as long as Jason's still alive, he just gonna keep. As long as Jason's still around, he just gonna keep. You need to murder Jason. You need to get rid of this motherfucker. You know, or get him to go fuck with somebody else. Obviously, this Jason is like on your ass. You're the target. You know what I'm saying? This little toe flame shit you got through the life. I'm telling you, Masters be wondering, yo, why my karmic don't like, why my girlfriend don't like my divine feminine. Like, why is she, whatever, you know? It's like we just friends. We really just cool as hell. What it is, Master, is like I said, you confide in your divine feminine. It's shit your divine feminine know, your karmics don't. Your girl don't. Your wife don't. No. You know, your divine feminine knows everything about you. You know everything about your divine feminine, but it's just like, this is your diary. She's your diary. She's your secret keeper. She's your other half. You can be she can be he. You know how to be rocking. The reason your divine feminine is your queen and you the king. It's a kingdom you have. You two have a whole world together. You two have a whole world together. Have a whole life together. You know you ain't even with. You don't date your divine feminine. You ain't with your divine feminine. But you two got a whole thing going on. And this shit is tight like this, and it's been going on for a while. And even though you've been having this thing with your divine feminine, you still have managed to have other feminines and you know what I'm saying, other women around, but it's just like you're never gonna find the same energy in these other feminines as your divine. Because like I said, your divine feminine, truth is, your divine feminine is like I said, A1 sauce. She's the original brand. Everything you get gonna be off brand. Off brand still tastes good, you know what I'm saying? It's still pop. It's still chips. It's still candy. It ain't Snickers. It ain't Mars products, nigga. Like it ain't Coca-Cola products. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't official. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like unofficial. Every relationship you have outside your twin flame situation has become unofficial. The only official thing is your divine feminine. Shit that I tell my master all the time. I'm like, nigga, you the only thing that makes sense in my life. Like, life is fucking crazy. Nothing is the same anymore. I swear to God. It's like we live in a different world. It's like the world ended in 212. Like, ain't nothing familiar. And I met my twin flame in 2012. I'm like, nothing in this world seems to feel familiar anymore. Nothing makes sense. I spent 80% of the day shaking my head at shit. Just really dumbfounded by how people act, how things are. Like, what the fuck I'm seeing on TV and hearing in commercials. I just be shaking my head like, what the fuck kind of world we living in? This shit can't be real. Only thing that makes sense in my life is my twin flame situation. He makes sense. When I seen him and I recognized him, that made sense. The direction I went with him, that made sense. Me being here and having the things that I have, like I didn't become a superhero until I met my twin flame. I told you, the right master activated me. Just me seeing him, being around him, and just dealing with him. The first 2 years I dealt with him kind of got me on this path that I'm on. To where I have like real life powers, where I'm really like Gambit and X-Men and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is some funny shit. Is just something else. For the real twins that's going through some shit, stick with it. I say stick with it to really change. You really get powers from this shit. It took. I started my channel after 7 years, 12 years already. I got my powers probably about 2017, 18. That's when I started to notice certain things. I really started trusting my intuition, which is all the psychic is, trusting your own intuition. It's like, damn, boom, how you knew that was going to happen? I mean, as my intuition was telling me, I just stood 10 toes down on that. Looks like I hit it on the head. You know what I mean? Like it comes from trial and error. It comes from experience. Like your power really comes from trauma. And your masculine divine masculine goes through more traumatic shit than divine feminine. Feminine went through some shit. But traumatic trauma, masculine, hands down. That's why you have powers without being in the spiritual arena and shit like that. That's why you are Neo, but you ain't like Trinity. Neo just got ejected straight from the motherfucking Matrix to the real world, and it really took him a week to become the one. Trinity couldn't do that. Can't nobody do that. He's the one. He's the only person that can really jump in this shit and catch on and take off and be who he has to be, not knowing how. You know what I mean? This shit is different. Straight up. You know, where we going? Wrapping this up. Final this message. Consciously going to the future masculine. You got the Seven of Pentacles, and this is the re-read card. R-E-R-E. Rearranging things, reversing things, reconnecting things, rehash, rehab, relapse, reunion, reunite, review, reorder, reverse. You know, it's like 7 rereads you need to do to really get your life back on track. And the life card is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the steps, Seven of Pentacles. Before the Eight of Pentacles, it's your life. Change is what this represents. You're going to the future knowing you need to change. I've been saying this whole week, masculine, it's time to evolve. It's time to grow up. It's time to settle down. Like slow up, settle down. Not settle. It's time for you to settle down though. You know what I'm saying? Change is going to happen. Whether you want to or not. Just go with the flow. Transition into it. Don't fight this shit. You're really getting repositioned, or in your case, reprogrammed, okay, to exactly what this twin flame system is, your part in it, and why it's crucial for you to, number one, just recognize who your divine counterpart is. That's just a good start. Just know why your feminine is in your life, who your feminine is, and you two's job or purpose together. Got deals. I got them in the description section here. Just click and see. I think I'm doing $25 readings just for the day. So you got till midnight to cop a email reading. You know, $25 just for the day after midnight. That's closing. Tuesday, I'm doing BOGOs. Buy a reading regular price, which is $65 a reading. You get another one free. And life coaching, which is basically 3 unlimited time sessions. You know what I mean? With me. Live reads, basically no time frame. You get 3 of those for $150. That's the regular price. Doing $75 half price for life coaching today and tomorrow midnight. Deals close at midnight tomorrow, Tuesday. Okay. Check these readings out. Last reading, please check it out. This one, check it out. I was lengthy today, but please marinate on these joints because I'm dropping a lot of shit that you should really kind of get into it with. All right, 1.